So are you looking for new Metroidvania games? Then you've opened the right video. We start the list with Akatori, a game that combines action and platform elements, developed with a pixel art aesthetic. The game stands out for its engaging narrative and innovative gameplay mechanics, where the player controls a young monk named Mako. Our protagonist embarks on an epic journey to explore multiple worlds spanning different eras. During her adventure, she seeks to find the ancient gods while discovering more about herself. Mako's staff is not just a weapon, but also an essential tool for platforming, allowing her to navigate challenging scenarios and face relentless enemies. The next game is Kong Survivor Instinct, a new action-adventure game that stands out as a Metroidvania set in the MonsterVerse universe, where players do not control King Kong himself, but a character named David, a father in search of his daughter. The game takes place in a city that has become a battlefield for titans shortly after the events of Godzilla vs. Kong. Players must use Kong's lethal strength and that of other monsters to their advantage to survive in a hostile environment.
Where's my daughter? Do not let him escape!
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. You're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until...
Awaken, Astral Blade is an action RPG that combines platforming and narrative elements in a dark fairy tale setting. The game is set in mysterious ancient ruins, where players take on the role of Tanya, a bionic girl sent to investigate and rescue a missing research team on the Horus Islands. The game promises a rich experience in exploration and combat, with an engaging story that reveals Tanya's origins and destiny. The story promises to be rich with multiple different endings, depending on your choices during the game.
I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this.
Chiaroscuro is a game that promises to take players on an immersive experience in a dark and unknown world. The game stands out for its engaging atmosphere, where players will explore an environment full of mysterious creatures and secrets to be discovered related to light and darkness. Chiaroscuro's art looks promising, with a visual style that combines classic platformer elements with a dark and mysterious atmosphere. Chiaroscuro is a 2D platform and action game with Metroidvania elements. The player explores an interconnected world, discovers new powers and abilities, and faces challenges and enemies. Clockwork Ambrosia is a game that combines Metroidvania and 2D shooter elements in a steampunk setting. Players take on the role of an airship pilot, facing an army of robots and monsters. The game stands out for the ability to experience a variety of weapon and armor modifications, allowing players to customize their approaches and strategies during the adventure. The gameplay of Clockwork Ambrosia promises to be dynamic, with a strong emphasis on weapon building and exploration of an interconnected world, typical of Metroidvania games. Earthblade is a 2D platform game developed by Extremely OK Games, the studio behind the acclaimed game Celeste. The game is a Metroidvania that combines exploration and action in a stunning pixel art world, with a strong emphasis on a fantasy setting. Earthblade offers an open and connected world, allowing you to explore freely without loading screens. The game combines Metroidvania elements with dynamic platform gameplay. You will be able to climb terrains, run across platforms, and fight relentless enemies. Lore Finder is a new 2D Metroidvania-style game that is generating excitement among fans of adventure and mystery games. The game is set in a dark atmosphere where players take on the role of a paranormal investigator. The narrative revolves around the discovery of forbidden lore, which not only transforms the character's body, but also distorts reality itself. This mechanic suggests that the more the player discovers, the more complicated and challenging the situations become. Shattered Soul is a game that combines beat-em-up elements with an engaging narrative, inspired by the Metroidvania style. The game promises a rich experience in epic action, set in a fantastic world that blends elements of medieval Europe. The story of Shattered Soul revolves around the protagonist's desperate search to find the remains of his wife's shattered soul. This journey is motivated by deep love, leading the player to face various challenges and enemies along the way. The game features a visual style that reflects the medieval aesthetic, with graphics capturing the essence of a fantasy world. Souno's Curse is a 2D platform game that combines action and Metroidvania elements developed by the Kiro team. The game stands out for its hand-drawn art and engaging narrative that explores themes of regret and the importance of living in the moment. Players will embark on an emotional journey through a cursed cave, where they will have to explore, discover hidden secrets, and face challenges. The gameplay promises to be rich in action, with an emphasis on exploration and discovering new paths and abilities, typical of the Metroidvania genre. Stardust Demon is a retro Metroidvania adventure game developed by the studio Resnajars, which also created other games like Salad Fields, Sparkles and Gems, and Manglepaw. The game is inspired by Mibbli's Quest, but with a more Metroidvania twist and a more refined visual style. The game follows the story of Algol, a demon living on a demonic planet called Clonix. Algol is a peaceful demon living in peace on his planet, but his life is disrupted when an all-powerful statue called Anurakanth, residing in Clonix, starts to hunger. The game offers a mix of challenges, including platforming, combat, and puzzle solving. It's impossible to talk about Metroidvania games without mentioning one of the most anticipated games in the genre, Hollow Knight Silksong, the highly anticipated sequel to the acclaimed indie game Hollow Knight. The game promises to expand on the original universe, bringing new mechanics, characters, and a rich world to explore. The game maintains the essence of Metroidvania, with exploration, combat, and puzzle solving. Although the game has generated high expectations, rumors of its cancellation have surfaced. Team Cherry has stated that the game has not been cancelled and is still in development. To wrap up the list, I bring you Voidwrought, a 2D platform action game that promises an engaging Metroidvania-style experience, where players will explore a world full of cosmic horrors and intriguing challenges. The game is set in a dark and mysterious environment, where players can explore the thawed ruins of the first civilization. During the adventure, players will face gods inhabiting these ruins, developing powers and discovering ancient artifacts along the way. The gameplay involves platforming and combat mechanics with a focus on exploration and skill progression. Thank you for watching, and if you want to further support the channel, become a member and gain access to exclusive videos and benefits. I'll see you next time.